Good morning and Merry Christmas. It's Saturday, December the 12th, and I'm back fishing on Watergate Farm. I got down this morning. There's only one other person on the bank, so I've got a choice of swims, but I have gone into my old favourite. It feels good today. It does feel good. We've got a bit of a breeze coming across, and it's coming sort of from behind me up into the new part of the lake. And it feels like this back of the wind might just pay off. I have seen a little fish swell just out in front of the swim, but apart from that, oh, and there's some bubbles down on the right hand side, but apart from that, it's not obvious where the fish are. I had a walk round earlier, hoping that I'd see signs of fish, but I didn't. So based on that, and the fact I know a couple of spots in this swim where if the fish are here, I've got a chance of a bite, I've plumped for this one. The rods are out, so when I was walking around the lake looking for signs of fish, I put a bit of boilie crumb in to the spots in this swim where I fish, and I've got each rod out, first time, bang on the money, single cast, so not a lot of disturbance. And I've just seen out the corner of my eye a swell over near my left hand rod, so it's not looking too bad. It does feel like a good spot this weekend. I'm down for the night, and I'll go home when I feel like tomorrow. I've got a day ticket for tomorrow as well, so if it's looking good in the morning, I'll stick around. If not, I'll get back and tuck into the quality street. So as you can see, all the stuff's on the barrow. Bit of a mess in the swim. Got a little picnic table. I've got my picnic though, so but yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite civil setting up on the table, but anyway, it's a bit messy, so I'm going to get the house up. Forecast is for a bit of showers today, brightening up later, and a cold night. So it's not a bad forecast, and at the moment it's actually quite mild. The fish in my pond yesterday were going mad for the food I put in. Those really on the munch in the pond. So I felt like yesterday could have been a good time to be on the bank. But like I say, it is fairly mild now, hopefully. There was no one on here in the night last night, so hopefully there's not a lot of food out there for them to munch on. They'll come and find mine and the other fellow who's actually fishing opposite me, who was having a chat earlier, a really nice fella, Andy. So yeah, rods are out, we're fishing, I'm waffling, usual story. Catch you later. Watch you guys, absolutely gorgeous it is at the moment. Got the house up, it's a little bit wonky. The lake has been like a mill pond for a little while, the wind's just picking up again. The forecast is a westerly wind. There were possibly some showers coming today and some sunshine later, leading to a cold night, and then the wind turns round overnight to a south easterly and showers and some rain. So yeah, a little bit of thought as to where to position the bivvy so the rain doesn't come pushing into the door. But I've got a lovely view of the lake, and yeah, it's looking nice, it's looking good. So fingers crossed we'll get some indication. I did have a moment a little while ago where rod beeps. I looked up, rod tip was knocking, and then I realised there's a little friendly robin sitting on the rod, and off he jumps again, and another beep. So yeah, I saw the rod tip knocking before I saw the robin, and I thought we was in, but no. But yeah, feeling quite confident. Conditions do feel good, so we'll see what it gives. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the day. It is absolutely gorgeous, so I'll catch you in a bit. Which guys, just show you the crumbed boilie mix I'm using. It's a mixture of Life System and Odyssey XXX that's been soaking in liquids and covered in powders. Now the boilies are then put through the grinder, and what I use is one of these. It's an NGT boilie crusher, costs just over a tenner, and I like it because it's quite compact. You can put the top bit inside the bottom bit and then stick that in your bucket. It doesn't take up too much room. Now, I know this has got a lot of knockers. A lot of people don't like NGT tackle, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about this as well, saying that it falls apart. Now, I use it all the time, and I think it's a brilliant bit of kit. However, I think the reason it falls apart, let me just put some boilies in there. So there's the boilies in the top, put the lid down. Now I always roll the handle clockwise. No matter what happens, I go clockwise. Okay, so you should be able to see that happening. Now what I've done before is I used to get little bits of boilie stuck on this side and I'd go anti-clockwise. Now when you do that, the handle comes out the nut the other side and the whole thing collapses. Now I put mine back together again, and ever since then, by going clockwise and only clockwise, it does the job for me. It may not be as quick or as good as the Ridge Monkey one, but it's a lot cheaper and it takes up a lot less space. So for me, I'm happy with it. You just keep winding, it takes a little time. I think we're nearly there. There we go. So, still a few bits in the top there. If I put those out. And there's the crumb inside the base. I'll just tip that into here. The other bits, I'll give it a bit of a mix up. And there you go. Perfect boilie crumb. Perfect for margin fishing, put it in PVA bags, and yeah, or even in the spod. Like I say, just using the cheap NGT boilie crusher. So if you use it right, I think it's a good bit of kit. But like I say, if you go anti-clockwise, it will fall apart on you. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Anyway, put that away and do some mesh bags. Okay, if you watch my videos, you know I rarely cast out hook bait without a mesh bag. So I use one of these systems, and all I do is scoop some of the crumb in there, push the plunger in, put the palm of my hand at the base and push to compress it together, and there you go, a little cylinder of mesh duck bait. Tie one single knot to hold it together, and another knot a couple of centimetres away. Get my scissors and cut just below that knot there, and that leaves you a long enough tag to wrap around. Well, you poke the hook through, wrap it around the shank of the hook, trap in the hair, and then put the hook back in again, and perfect little bit of bait around the hook. Okay guys, it's just gone 3 o'clock, sun's already dipping down behind the camera, and yeah, it's starting to get a little bit nippy. As you can see, the lake's pretty much flat calm, mill pond like. A few little dapples of small fish coming up to the surface. I've not really seen signs of carp. I've seen a couple of splashes. There could be carp, or they could be just small fish, and yeah, it's hard to tell, but it's still feeling good. Still feels like one of these could go off any second, so yeah, fingers crossed one of them does. But it's been quite a pleasant day on the bank. It's not often you get a nice day like this in December. Like I say, it's turning a bit nippy, so yeah, I'll retire back to the bivvy, and this could be the last vlog of the day, because like I say, it's going to be dark soon, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Morning guys, just gone 8 o'clock, and you didn't see me in the night, hence I didn't have any fish. I did have a strange sort of tug on the line on the right hand rod about 7 o'clock last night. Got me out the bag, hovering over the rod, but no, went to the top and dropped back down, and yeah, that was it. No more activity. So it's been a very quiet night. It was very, very cold. Got out for a call of nature about 2 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, the bivvy was covered in frost. Yeah, there's a heavy frost everywhere. Then about 4 o'clock the rain started, and it's still going. So yeah, it's pretty miserable out there. I've actually had to put the door down and have letterbox style, because the wind has turned around and it's been blowing into the door, so that's a bit unfortunate. I don't really like having the door done up, but sometimes you have to, and this is one of those times, because the floor's getting wet, some of the kit's getting wet inside where the wind's been blowing the rain inside the bivvy. So yeah, just a case of sitting tight and seeing if anything happens. Now the baits are still out on the spots. I put them yesterday morning. I've not had a recast at all. I thought I'd leave the swim nice and quiet. I don't want to spook any fish that may be in the area. I don't want to spook them out, so I'm leaving the baits where they are, and hope for the best really. But still a chance. But in the meantime, it's time for a cup of tea, and yeah, just keep watching the water for any signs. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay guys, it's just about midday now. The car's filled back up with lots of wet muddy gear which needs drying out. So yeah, nothing happened. Obviously nothing happened because you didn't see any fish. Apart from that one sort of twitchy bite last night, that's about all the action I had. So very quiet, but it is now what I'd call winter fishing. Like I say, last night it was proper frosty when I got out about 2 o'clock in the morning. There's a proper frost over the barra and the bivvy, and then the rain came about 4 o'clock, and it's still raining now. So yeah, not the best conditions to pack up in, but it doesn't look like anything's happening. So I'm going home and have a mince pie with a cup of tea and some Quality Street, I think, and cheer myself up. But Merry Christmas everybody. Thanks to all of you that have subscribed so far, and if you're on the bank over Christmas, be safe and be lucky. Until next time, take care guys.